Hello everyone. So today we are going to solve the question, and the name of the question is queue memory. So basically, you are given a queue, and you can insert the element to the end of a queue, or pop it from the front. So in each operation, either you can pop, either you can insert, and the popping will be taking place from the front, and the inserting will take it at the back. So you are given operations. Each operations will ask you to either append or pop. You are also given k queries. Each query contains two number I and j. So what does the query ask from us is, so each query asks that at after the ith operations, what is the value at jth index. Okay, so let us look into the example. It will make it more clear. So we are given six operations and three queries. Okay, so you will be given six operations like this: append or pop. Okay, if it is append, then you are also given a number 4, and you will be given three numbers. Okay, now after the first operation, and the indexing is from 0. If I am saying after the first operation, it means after the zeroth index operation. Okay, so we are given that I'm going to write, I'm going to write 4 after the first operation. Then after the second operation, I need to append 7. Okay, then after the third operation, I need to pop it 4. So now the queue is like this. After the fourth operation, I need to pop 7 also. Then after the fifth operation, I'm going to insert 1. Then after the sixth operation, I'm going to insert 6. So now basically, what does the query mean? So each query contains two numbers. 0, suppose it is saying 0 0, it means after the zeroth operation means first operation. Okay, so after the zeroth operation, what is the value at 0? So I know what is the value of after zeroth operation. At zeroth index, it is 4, because after the first operation, I will be having 4 in the queue. Correct. So after the second operation, okay, now the second query says, after the third index operation, it means after the fourth operation, what is the value at 0? So I know after the fourth operation, the value at 0 is nothing, because the queue is empty at this position. Okay, I have already shown 4 7, then 7 0. Okay, so I'm going to write empty. Now what is the value at index? Now, okay, fine. Now what is the value after the second index operation? Second index means the third operation. So I know after the third operation, I am having only 7 in the queue, and the index at 0 is the element at 0 is 7. Correct. So this is the first input output. Okay, you can verify. So I have also given you the second. I have taken the input output directly from the question itself. The question was asked during the placement 2020. Okay, the 1920. Okay, so this is the second input output. After the, I'm going to explain you the code, then you can check it also. Yes, so okay, now how are we going to do this? And the constraint were that total number of operation q are less than or equals to 10 to power 5. Same is with the k. Okay, so you cannot apply o of nk or o of n square type thing. So you need to think in o of n or o of n log n, something like that. Okay, but you cannot think in o of n square of o or o of nk. Yes, so how to do this? So basically, first of all, I'm going to store the answer in increasing order of the query. I'm not going to store, first I'm going to store at 0, then I'm going to store at 3. No, but I'm going to store in sequential way. That is, first of all, I'm going to store um, at the nearest from 0. So at the nearest from 0 is 0. Then after 0, I have 2. Then after 2, I'm going to have 3. Look at this. So these are the queries. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to calculate it for this last element, because 2 is the nearest. Okay, 2 comes first. Then after 2, I'm going to store for the 4, then 4 after 5. Okay, so this is how I'm going to store. So basically, I'm going to sort this array. I'm going to sort these queries, and the point is I need to store the index also, because I need the answer like this. I cannot just print 4 7 and empty. Okay, so I need to make sure that I am having I'm going to store the index, so that I can very well store the answer at each index. Yes. So how are we going to do this? So what I did was, during the placement. Okay, so I'm going to see. Suppose they are asking me what is the value at index x. So the value at index x, how are you going to calculate it? Suppose total number of pop operation before that operation, before the ith operation is equals to y, correct? So total number of pop operation is equals to y. Now they are saying, well, I need the element at index x, but if you are not just if you are not popping any element, then the answer should be at x plus y. So the answer will be at x plus y. I hope this is quite clear why it is x plus y, because they are saying what is the value at y, and I know what is the value at index at x, and I know that after the ith operation, before the ith operation or equals to the ith operation, total number of pop values are equals to y. It means I need to find the element at index x plus y. Okay, so instead of popping, I'm going to store the element at every index, and then I'm going to find out. So I'm going to show you the demo for the first input output. It is going to make it more clear to you. So after the first operation, I know after the first operation they are demanding an answer. So first I'm going to operate it. That is, I'm going to add 4 into the queue. Okay, and I'm going to store a value, pop value. Here pop value is equals to 0. It is going to count total number of pop value till ith operation. Yes, now I am having I equals to now what is the value at index 0? I'm going to directly put it as 4 answer. Okay, because they are asking me that at index 0. Okay, so 0 plus 0 is equals to 0, so I'm going to just give output at equals to 4. Now I know they are demanding the answer at index 2. So first 4 will come, that is first index operation, that is equals to 7. Okay, I'm going to store it 7. Total number of pop value is equals to 0. Then I'm on the third operation, that is this. I need to find the answer at this. So at after third operation, that is line number 22, total number of pop value is equals to 1. Correct? I'm not going to pop it out. I'm just going to store this way. Okay, now they are asking me what is the value at 0th index. So instead of finding the value at 0 index, I'm going to add it total number of pop value. So instead of finding at 0, I'm going to find it 0 plus total number of pop value 1 at, so I'm going to find it at 1. So instead of finding at 0, I'm going to find the element at index 1. So the element at index 1 is 7. So for 2 comma 0, the answer will be equals to 7. Correct? So now they are asking me after the third index operation. So total number now this one, line number 23. So I need to add the total number of pop value here. Okay, now what is the element at index? So instead of finding at 0, I'm going to store 0 plus 2. So is there any element at second index? No. Okay, this is 0, this is 1, and the element at 0 at the second index is nothing. I hope this is quite clear that why are we adding 2 here. So we are adding 2 here because these values have been popped out. Suppose there are so many values, 6, 8, 9. So there, suppose 3 elements have been popped out. So they are asking you what is the value at 0. So basically the element at 0 is 7, but in the queue if you are not popping out, so you can see it is 4. So instead of finding the element at the 0th position, just try to find 0 plus pop. 0 plus pop, so there are 3. So 0 plus 3 is 3. So element at 3 at index will be the answer basically. So this is what we will be doing. Okay, so I think this is quite clear. Now we can look into the coding part. So this is the code. Okay, so this is the verified code. So we have taken input q and k, then I'm going to store the operation in the vector. In the vector we have char and int. Okay, because char and int, because append and any number it might be. So append, I need to if the character I have input is append, then I'm going to store one number also, ch comma x. Then if it is pop, then I'm going to store it ch minus 1. Okay, then we are having queries. So I'm going to store the queries, and I have stored pair in pair. Okay, so first we have int. So this int will be storing the ith operation, that is this 032. Okay, and the next int will store the index. Index means 000. These are the value I'm storing in this second part. And in the third part I'm going to have the index. That is, so for this query the index is 0, for this query the index is 1, for this query the index is 2. Okay, so for so that I'm having a proper output. In the proper output, in I am having the answer in the proper format, so that is why I need to store the index also of each query. Yes, so yeah, so I'm going to store it into the query vector, then I'm going to sort it, because I was already told why I'm sorting this. Yes, so in map, what I'm going to store, in map I'm going to store the element at the ith index. The ith index means the which I showed you, like 4 and 7, and if I can append some more numbers. So at 0 I'm having 4, at 1 I'm having 7, at 2 I'm having 5. So this is what I'm going to store in map. Yes, so current means the at which current index I am on. So now we are going to iterate over the queries. So char is equals to v of I dot first. So if it is equals to append, then I'm going to directly append it into the map. So m1 of current plus plus equals to v of I dot second. I am having current plus plus because, so that for the, if I am coming it second time, so it is going to update on the index 1 instead of 0. Okay. Now, if it is equals to pop, then I'm going to increase the value of pop value. So this is going to store the pop value. Now, since the ith operation is over till here, so I need to check if I'm on the index which is giving, if I'm having a query which is asking me after the ith operation. So I'm going to check if I is equal queries of index dot first. Why query of index dot first is this number 0, 3, and 2. And if I is equal 0, it means after ith operation I need to find the value at 0. So okay, fine. So I'm going to check it pop, if pop value plus query index dot second dot first. What is second dot first? Second dot first is this one, this value. Okay, this is second, and second dot first is int. Okay, so what is this? This is equals to this 0, 0, 0. Okay, if I can show you here 0, 0, 0, 2, 0. So and this is what I'm having in query index dot second dot first. If this is equals to less than the current, it means I'm having a queue greater than the size of the what is required. So I'm going to store it into the output array. So basically where I'm going to store it at the proper index. And where is the index? I've already told you I'm going to store the index at the third part. So I'm going to store it here, query index dot second dot second. And which value I'm going to store? I'm going to store it. I'm going to take the help of a map, and map m1 of pop value plus query index dot second dot first. If it is greater than equals to current, it means the queue is empty. So I'm going to store -1. And in the end, this one. If it is not equals to -1, then I'm going to directly output it. If it is equals to -1, then I'm going to print empty. So I hope it is quite clear. If not, let me know in the comment section. So thanks for watching this video. Thank you.